What we remember Tibet was very beautiful and peaceful, and then very ancient. And we remember then we were summertime. We were going on the what's called like moving from place to place as a nomadic.
So by the time you got to the middle 60s, late 60s, they were beginning to get settled, beginning to become acclimatized. And that hit just at the time of the big hippie movement, where you had all these stoned out hippies, high on LSD. They met up with the Tibetans with their fantastic visualizations and all their deities, and it was love at first sight.
We talked at first, and Melissa, myself, Barbara Defina, and a couple of other people were with us. And then as I got up to leave, and he would say goodbye, and he just took my hands and looked at me and smiled. An interesting thing, I became very, maybe it's something that I brought to the meeting itself, but I became very aware of the present, of actually living and being alive, aware of the moment of existence. And everything else faded away around his face. Everything, just his face stayed there. Because it just was an extra second that he stayed looking at me and smiling. And I became aware of, you could hear your own heartbeat and know it and feel it. And it's really aware of being alive.
I hate my photo being taken. I only agreed on this, so I'll do this side.
How do we know that we're waking up, Professor? How do we know?
Oh, that will easily marked. It's not just that we have to go ask someone that I'm waking up. We don't have to ask. It's in the teaching said it's true. You can find when you wake up, your love and compassion grow so strong and beautiful. You have more courage and commitment, more patience, and then also more openness.